An Indian parliamentary panel recommended the government enact a Digital Competition Act to regulate anti-competitive business practices by big tech companies on its platforms. There are reporting requirements on systematically important digital intermediaries among several recommendations made by the panel. Hello and welcome to Our India News Hour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has had strained relations with many large technology companies, and New Delhi has been tightening the regulation of firms such as Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. These tech giants are facing scrutiny from the country's competition watchdog, the Competition Commission of India, over alleged abuse of the application market. The committee recommends that the government should consider and introduce a Digital Competition Act to ensure a fair, transparent and contestable digital ecosystem, which will be a boon not only for our country and its nascent startup economy, but also for the entire world, the panel said in a report submitted in India's lower house of parliament. The panel recommended the identification of top tech players as systematically important digital intermediaries to counter monopoly and warned they must not favor its own offers over the offers of its competitors when acting as mediators to supply and sales markets. In India, Amazon and rival Flipkart are facing accusations of anti-competitive practices such as promoting preferred sellers on websites and giving priority to listings by some sellers. The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Finance, headed by Jayant Sinha, has in its latest Big Tech report come up with a slew of recommendations on digital markets, including the introduction of a Digital Competition Act to ensure a fair, transparent and contestable digital ecosystem, identification of systematically important digital intermediaries and adoption of definitions to ex-ante regulate their behaviour and framing of regulatory provisions to ensure that news publishers are able to establish contracts with SIDIs in a fair and transparent process. The report comes amid a rising global scrutiny of Google, Apple, Facebook, Amazon and others for allegedly abusing their market position using chunks of user data. Earlier this year, the CCI slapped Google, Facebook India in its discussion with the parliamentary panel saying, by and large, data is not collected but actually generated by businesses as they build the ability to capture signals through their services and technologies. Any business is in a position to create its own data space in such a way. The Supreme Court of India recently green-lighted the CCI's probe into WhatsApp's privacy policy update related to allegations that it shares user data with its parent company, Facebook's advertising business. Experts suggest recommendations by the committee were a welcome step. This demand by the panel is in keeping with the maturity of the Indian market, but the regulations should not overburden the companies. India has been able to cushion the effects of the economic slowdown due to the digital ecosystem. Thus, the regulations should strike a balance between avoiding unnecessary hurdles and unfair market conditions. Let us now look into today's headlines in Our India. WhatsApp to soon let users report status updates. WhatsApp will let users report status updates on desktop beta very soon. The Meta-owned messaging application is working on the feature which will allow users to report a status update right within a new menu in the status section. The new option will reportedly render the users a fair opportunity to report status updates violating the terms of services. WhatsApp users can file a report against a suspicious status within a new menu in the status section. Google calls CCI order as setback for Indian users. Google has challenged a CCI order on the tech giant misusing its dominant position in multiple markets in the Android mobile device ecosystem, saying the verdict is a setback for Indian users and will make such devices more expensive in the country. Google has now approached the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal challenging the CCI's order. The Competition Commission had slapped a penalty of Rs 1,337.76 crore on Google for anti-competitive practices in the relation to Android mobile devices. Hackers put 400 million Twitter users' data on sale. The data of 400 million Twitter users has been put up for sale on the dark web. To prove that the data is genuine, the hacker has posted a sample of data on one of the hacker forums. The sample data included information like email, name, username, follow account, creation date, and in some cases, the phone number of the users. The sample data provided by the hacker includes data from some really high-profile user accounts, including Sundar Pichai, Salman Khan, and NASA's JWST account, among others. Electric buses can reduce ticket prices by 30%. Speaking at the Golden Jubilee celebrations of a cooperative bank in Maharashtra's Kalyan, Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari asked banks to give loans at reduced interest rates to those seeking to buy vehicles that run on clean energy, including flex fuel, electricity, and hydrogen. He further said that all buses in cities like Thane and Kalyan can be converted into electric ones, which will help reduce ticket prices for passengers by as much as 30%. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.